Hey YouTube, I'm back with what was my favorite Pokemon to use for like the last 5 or 6 seasons, and then this meta kind of destroyed it. But I'm back with it. I think I've got a team that works. So Kanto Ninetales. So for those who don't know, I was using Kanto Ninetales before the meta even made it good. Like I loved it. I think Burst Spin Weather Ball is such a great move. And then the meta was Registeel, Walrein, Trevenant, and it dominated all three. So I was loving it. I used it so constantly. It always made me gain ELO. It was such a strong Pokemon. And now the meta has shifted. And unfortunately, the meta has shifted towards Lantern, Swampert, which is just like hard punishes, Galarian Stunfisk, which is a loss, Bastion, which is a hard loss, Medicham, which is actually like a pretty bad matchup to begin with as well. So that's the problem. You have all those Pokemon that cause you problems. You do okay in the Noctowl matchup. You do okay with against Sableye, and just in neutral situations, you're generally okay. So you need to pair it with two Pokemon that can kind of handle everything, and that's where it becomes tricky. And so what I needed to do was basically put in two Pokemon that are sort of all-encompassing, that can kind of deal with basically everything, and that's Medicham and Umbreon. Medicham will beat all those sort of like hard Bastion and stuff like that, and Galarian Stunfisk that Ninetales will struggle with there. And it will do okay with Lantern, and then same thing with Umbreon. Just kind of handles everything, even though some are winning, some are losing. At least it kind of handles. Plus, you got two answers in the back for Trevenant if Medicham's going to lose that. So that's the team. It did pretty well with it, but again, I can't tell if I did well with it just because I'm very comfortable with it. Because you need to it depends how you want to play it. Like, because this matchup, so first things first, you're double weak to Fairy here, right? So you don't need to go Umbreon and Medicham. I just think that they are two of the safest overall for trying to deal with the meta. They come in their own Umbreon. I'm just going to chip a bunch with counters and then come with my own, because that chip damage for counter is significant compared to what these last resorts are going to do. But yeah, so Kanto Ninetales, a bit classy, especially the Shadow version, a bit classy. So Medicham, Umbreon provides bulk. Weather Ball and Overheat will definitely grab shields. Medicham with Psychic can grab shields. Obviously, Umbreon with Foul Play and Last Resort, you're not going to grab a ton of shields with that. But it's just an answer for absorbing damage. Spamming, like Foul Plays do add up in neutral situations. And dealing with both sort of Sableye, which Medicham doesn't have a good matchup. Ninetales has an okay, evenish matchup, not when it's behind on energy. And Trevenant, obviously, Ninetales has a great matchup with that. You're going to see a few of those in this here. And the Medicham just as your main like counter user for everything else. So they come in here. And again, I don't care about this going down here. Like, look at the chip damage these last resorts. So they got to throw, which is great. Like, chip damage is done. Keep alignment, which I think I probably, because I was about to say, I think they showed Ice Beam and Play Rough, which means now my Ninetales is going to have a good play here. Because I know they have Ice Beam resisted, know they have Play Rough resisted. So I can come in here and just get ahead on energy. And I'm going to try and go for the full farm down, not knowing what they're at. If I knew what they're at, I probably would have thrown, but now I have to burn the last shield. But I am at like 100 energy. And I'm at 100 energy for Trevenant. So we are going to spam these Weather Balls. I got one shield there. I'm going to get the second one here. I'm worried about being taken down. So I grab that there. I'm going to do great damage with this here. I'm not going to take it out. So I'm immediately going to come and snipe with the Ice Punch. So Kaka combo play right there. Double Weather Ball plus Ice Punch, dealing with the Trevenant in the back there. So bad lead. Obviously, Umbreon is your safe swap. You cannot come in with Ninetales as a safe swap. In this matchup, how long can we sit here for? Because this matchup is beyond boring. It takes like, oh god, like 6 or 7 foul plays to take this out. And it takes multiple stone edges to take you out. So you're going to obviously land like 3 foul plays before they even get to 1 stone edge. But yeah, this is a losing matchup. Just because the smackdowns add up far more than that you can spam foul plays, which is okay. Like, if I'm gonna lose, if I'm gonna have to see Bastion in the back, I want to see it on the Umbreon. I do not want to see it on the Ninetales, because even a Shadow Overheat only does about 45% to this. So I'm fine staying in here. I'm fine chipping as much as I can. And you know what? They're going to have to look at that. I actually may flip switch here if they don't. I think they probably will shield and just farm down. No, okay, so I don't quite. 1 HP. Bastion is tanking, and now I'm going to flip it. And now I'm going to flip it because I think that I have a move. If the Trevenant comes back in, I have a move, plus I have my Ninetales on it now. So if the Trevenant comes back in, I have a foul play. So this is going to grab a shield right back. And then I'm going to have a good matchup with my Fire Spin, Weather Ball, Ninetales to take this for the rest of it. So fought for switch there. Got good alignment here. That seemed fast. Yeah, so that's just a C-Bomb. And out comes the Drapion. I'm just going to bank that, knowing that worst case scenario, don't shield anything here. Ninetales has a move that will deal with Drapion. Crunching, like these crunches do add up. I know that. Part of the time, I think I can survive a crunch anyways. It's just an Aqua Tail. That's fine. Get to the Ice Punch. I'm going straight farm down here because I need an Ice Punch coming out, and I'm not going to shield because I know that Ninetales is just going to... I'm already out of Weather Ball, and it's just going to quite easily deal with Trevenant. So easy farm down there. And that is knowing your win condition with Kanto Ninetales. So I like using it. I still have fun using it. It's just that Lantern, like I said, Lantern, Swampert, Bastiodon, Galarian Sunfisk, Medicham are all in the meta, and they are all issues for you there. So that's why you need to pair it with 2 Pokemon that beat all those, and you can't beat 2 Pokemon with beat all those without sort of getting in trouble elsewhere. I'm shielding a Hydro Cannon because I'm thinking that, I mean, I could survive one from a shadow does like, I don't know, 50%, just a little over. This comes in. I'm just going to chip this here because, again, this Ice Punch still does good chip damage, and now it's within 1 Weather Ball range. So even if they land a Sky Attack here, I can live it and then get a Weather Ball off to probably take it out. If you come in instantaneously into this matchup, I think you're okay with Ninetales because Ninetales wins straight going with Fire Spin, Weather Ball, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I easily take that out here. So Swampert comes in. They're going to have to throw again. They have to because they're Shadow. I'm a Shadow. They're already at 50%. Weather Ball is still going to do a ton of chip damage to a glassy Shadow like Swampert. And I think I'm probably going to shield this too. Yeah, shield and farm because, again, I don't want to take like a 50+% Hydro Cannon. And I'm guessing that's the hardest hitting move they have. And this is why Medichamp's just such a beast. Here comes a Flyer. Oh, wait, you have Ice Punch for Noctowl that was single effective and an Ice Punch for Altaria, which is double effective. So chip this significantly. This will put it in the yellow, and then Umbreon is going to very easily take a Moonblast. I'm going to force them to throw here. Oh, no, I'm going to almost bank a move here. I could have forced them to throw. But the thing is, like, you're easily going to survive a Moonblast with Umbreon here. And they got to get to a second, but by that point, they're already in. Altaria's pretty tanky, so I don't know if actually a Foul Play will take out from this range. Not quite. Could be a second Moonblast, but that doesn't bother me because then I could just get a couple counters. It's just a Sky Attack, so that's not going to take you out. And you're at a Foul Play. So the spamminess of Umbreon does come in handy. Again, it's not a hard hitting move, but if you can chip it with Medicham and chip it with Ninetales, I don't mind throwing a couple Foul Plays to end the matchup here. So if you're in a mirror match here, what I usually do is throw the Psychic to see you win CMP. So I lose CMP, which is annoying. So what I'm almost always going to do is try to catch on my Umbreon, knowing that if they throw right on 8 again, when I get to it, they're going to just win CMP again. So I'm just going to try and catch on Umbreon. For some reason, I remember this matchup. For some reason, even though my opponent knows he wins CMP, he tried to catch on a Lickitung. So this is not bad. But if you watch my Lickitung video from earlier in this week, you'll know that even in bad matchups, Lickitung's not really ever out of it given its bulk. And so we have resisted licks coming in here, but the Body Slam spam is also coming in pretty quick. So if I remember, I think I lose this matchup just going straight Foul Plays here and them going straight Body Slams. So that's 2. Like, it's going to take 3 foul plays. I think it's just actually maybe poor timing on my part because I can very easily get to 4 here, and they can't get to multiple bystanders before I throw it off here. I think I just don't know how to count. Oh, they get into Medicham. Okay. So yeah, I was about to say, Lickitung with Lick, you should have an easy match with Umbreon. Doing chip damage here. Now I'm coming in here because I know that my Medicham has a good matchup against Lickitung. I shield the Psychic. I'm going to get a Weather Ball off. And I also think it's because I don't know what's in the back yet, and I'm worried. Yeah. And this is, unfortunately, if you're going to be playing with Ninetales, this is what you need to watch out for. Because there are so many weaknesses now to Ninetales, like before you really just need to, like Lantern wasn't around as much, Bastiodon wasn't around as much because everyone just used Registeel, and so you would dominate that matchup. So the problem now is because Bastiodon is everywhere, Glaring Stunfisk is everywhere, Lantern is everywhere, Swampert's everywhere, I have much less confidence coming in Ninetales as my last Pokemon. I have to farm down here. I'm going to lose this matchup. Right? I have much less confidence coming in because there's so many main meta Pokemon that can beat it now. So there's no point of saving it till the end, in my opinion. So that's why I came in with that matchup. And then, but the problem is like Medicham, you're pretty glassy, so you need to shield the Psychic, and the counters add up. So that's why, again, Ninetales is just so much trickier now. I love it. I still enjoy using it, but it just is significantly worse in this meta given the meta. What I think would make it better is obviously a move update. So I have Fire Spin on mine because it's a rank 1. Not rank. Yeah, it's a 115-12 Shadow that I already had built up for like, God, 7 or 8 seasons now. Probably longer. So I do think that going Ember is probably the better move. I enjoy Fire Spin just because you get to the overheats more. But honestly, going Ember is probably the best. Actually, I've done an identical analysis on this. Ember is the better move on Kanto Ninetales in the Great League Shadow version, but it is better Fire Spin on the Ultra League. So I've done that analysis. You can go check that out in one of my team building series, or it was when Ninetales was getting Ember for during the Go Battle League day. So I did a full analysis on it. Yeah, so I lost my train of thought. Ember's better. I still like using it. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, back to the matchup. Hopefully it comes back to me. And Altaria. Altaria is another super strong. Not that there's as many Altarias. If you've seen my video, I kind of went over why there's not as many Altarias. But there are still Altarias out there. So it's just so many weaknesses for Ninetales. Oh, what would bring it back more? Meta changes. So it's one move that always has a ripple effect, right? It's not like Lantern got buffed. It's not like Bastiodon or anything got buffed. It's Noctowl got buffed, and Noctowl created that ripple effect into everything else getting more use. So what would happen is you would need a Noctowl nerf, because Noctowl nerf would lead to a Lantern nerf, which would lead to which would probably lead to more Trevenants coming back. Yeah, because Noctowl nerfs would lead to more Trevenants coming back, because that would be around less. Lantern probably be around less. Trevenants will come back more. So you wouldn't, yeah, I don't think you see as many Lanterns because you wouldn't see as Noctowls. You still might see Bastiodons, so that's not fully gone. But getting out Lantern is one of like the biggest issues that you have to deal with. Again, Swampert was always there. Swampert will always be there, but you can build around Swampert. It's all these sort of other Pokemon that you need to build around that is causing it problems. Trying to get out of here. I do catch a foul play here. Hopefully I can get some count. I think our switch clocks are delayed, so that's why I got out, because I know I could just spam these counters and they will do a ton of damage. But foul plays will add up too. Out comes the Trevenant. And this is why having Ice Punch. Machamp's broken. Like, I'm not holding my breath. Let's just go into the rant time while these battles come out, because I don't think there's many left. Right now on Twitter, I'm filming this maybe like 5-6 days in advance of when it's going to go up. Right now on Twitter, Niantic has put out 5 other games in the past week. They all look like crap. That aside, clearly they are not focused on this game at all. My Adventure Sync was inconsistent for months. It now has not worked in weeks, and it's not registering. When my game is closed, Adventure Sync on, I've reset the game. I've downloaded, deleted and downloaded Google Fit again. I've deleted and downloaded the game again. I've resynced it. I've done everything. Every fix they said. It is not syncing. It is an Android issue. It has not picked up anything for weeks. Obviously, the nerf to the remote raids, people are having problems with. People are having problems with the lack of move updates in GBL. It just doesn't seem like Niantic cares at all. It truly thinks like this. I think they think that this game is already so far in 7-8 years that they need to go find the next game to hit, because this game has got the player base that it's going to have. It's going to lose the players that they're going to lose, but the hardcore players will always be there and always pay money. So they're not putting any effort into this game anymore, in my opinion. And with that has come no move updates, stupid move updates, or no move updates. And that has absolutely destroyed GBL right now. I think the future GBL, I think I mentioned this in another video. I think the future GBL is actually the live in-person tournaments for like the Pokemon Play Championship. Outside of Niantic's sort of role, it's the larger Play Pokemon Championship. I think anytime those tournaments are on, everyone loves to see them. And I think GBL, unfortunately, is just going to be back of the mind. They're going to do either minimal move updates or no move updates. But I think they're not going to do any significant. And then it's like 3 months later, we don't need to think about it. We'll think about it 2 weeks in advance. Put a league schedule together that's just rehash cups, minimal move updates, and then 3 months later, we don't need to worry about it again. And I think that's unfortunately the way this is going, which sucks for someone who likes playing GBL, and it sucks for someone who has to put out videos every single day. So that's just my thoughts with GBL. So until then, Kanto Ninetales, you'd have to put in. I think Kanto Ninetales Metachamp core is probably better. Like Umbreon Edge, again, is just probably safer overall. But like Metachamp will deal with Lantern. Metachamp in itself will deal with Lantern, Swampert, and Bastiodon and Galarian Stunfisk. And then Ninetales will deal with, to a certain extent, Sableye and Trevenant. So if you want to just do those two plus a third, that's no problem. And then how you want to do your third is up to you. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.